Hello. Today I'm going to give you a secret tip to hitting in beach volleyball. Yes, a secret tip that is going to make your beach volleyball game much better. Anyway, my name is Kent Steffes, and I was a beach volleyball player. I was the number one beach volleyball player. As a matter of fact, I was the first Olympic gold medalist in the sport of beach volleyball, and I was also the winningest player of all time. And this is something that I learned early in my career. I'm also an author, the author of Kings of Summer, along with Travis Moroder. Get our book. It's really great. It's about the beginnings of beach volleyball up until my career and through the Olympic Games in 1996. I think you'll enjoy it. Now, let me give you that tip for hitting better, right? Are you always getting blocked by your opponents? Are you always getting dug by your opponents and wonder, what do I need to do? How do I stop getting blocked and how do I stop getting dug? Well, I'm going to tell you something right now that's going to change how you play beach volleyball. You ready? The way your eye works is that your eye is attracted to movement, okay? The second thing is that your body follows what your eyes are doing, right? So what happens when you're playing beach volleyball is you see the blocker and you see the defensive player, and your body will naturally hit it at the blocker or hit it at the defensive player, okay? And what you need to do in beach volleyball, and this is the tip, you need to separate that out. And it's not a difficult thing to do, but it does take work and practice, okay? So I'm gonna teach you how to break that connection, all right? Now, the reason I decided to make this video was last week I was in Manhattan Beach visiting a friend that was playing in an open beach volleyball tournament there. And I was talking to him about what I talk to players about, how to get better at beach volleyball, okay? The first thing is vision, right? You have to see the ball, the blocker, and the defensive player, right? And then you hit it where they ain't, okay? So if the blocker is here, you hit it away from the blocker. If the defensive player is in a certain place, you hit it away from the defensive player into the area of the court that's open. Now, again, you might think that's easy, Kent. And I keep telling people, well, hit it where they ain't, and they keep getting frustrated. Now you know why. You know why? Because if you see the blocker move or you see the defensive player move, your eye naturally focuses on that, and your body naturally is going to hit the ball to them. Okay. Now, as I was speaking to him, I said, let's take a look at the courts. Look at that court. That guy hit it to the block. That guy hit it to the defensive player. Look at this court. That guy hit it to the defensive player. That guy hit it into the block. And it's over and over and over again. I kept showing him this, and he's like, dang, how do you stop this, Kent? Well, I'm going to tell you. All right. The only problem is it's difficult to create a drill which gets you to not hit the ball where your eye is focused on. Okay. So there isn't such thing as here's 3 drills that'll disconnect your vision from your body, right? It's not that simple. Although there are a ton of videos out there that'll purport to tell you they have the answer to this. It's kind of a little bit like learning how to do a free throw in basketball, right? If you're learning to do a free throw, you go to the free throw line with a basket, you try to shoot the ball in the hoop. Sure, there are certain things you can do. You can look at a part of the rim, the front or the back, but in reality, you just have to practice this in order to get better at it, all right? The vision part, again, takes practice. What you're attempting to do with your vision is, as you're going up to hit, you want an entire picture of what is going on. You want to see the ball, the blocker, and the defensive player, but you're not actually focusing on any one of those. You're just seeing a broad picture of what's going on. And as the players are moving, you're just noticing it, as well as the open court, the places you're going to hit it to. Now, there are a few things you can do. And if you look at one of my other videos here on YouTube, I talk about passing drills. And one of the things you can do is you get a ball, right? You get a ball and you can sort of set it against the wall at the same time you're sort of watching Netflix or watching some videos on your iPad or something like that, right? Again, we're detaching our vision from what our body's doing with the ball. Another thing you can do is just bump the ball, right, with your arm back and forth across your arm as you're, again, watching television, watching iPad, watching Netflix. That'll work. That'll begin the process of separating out these various parts of how your brain, body work, vision work. All right. The second thing you can do is you can get a coach to stand on a box, okay, at the net, like he's a blocker. Okay. And you start off, and there's stages of this. So first, he either blocks line or blocks angle, and you go up and you hit it away from the blocker. Okay. Then the second stage of this is you have the person on the box, the coach, you have them at the very last minute move their arms this way and move their arms that way, and you hit it to the spot that they're not, right? So if they're blocking line, you hit it angle. If they're blocking angle, you hit it to the line. right? You do the same thing with the defensive player. But here's the third iteration of this. What you want to do is you want to start a game, say, play slow-mo, right? So play a game in slow motion where the defensive player moves slowly, right? So as you're approaching your hit, you tell the defensive player on purpose to move slow. So they'll slowly move to the line so that you can, your eyes will, your vision will see them moving, and you'll train yourself to hit it to the spot of the court where they're not, right? And then you build up from slow-mo to, full practice, and then you integrate it in the game. All right. So the last thing you do is you begin to utilize this in your practices in the game. Again, you're challenging yourself to consciously see the entire vision of the game, while at the same time hitting it to the parts of the court where there is neither a block or a defensive player. You do that one little thing. You do that one little thing of separating out that vision body mechanism that we all have. It's very natural. You will become a much better beach volleyball player. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know, subscribe, or put a comment, and you guys have a nice day. And again, play beach volleyball and hit it where they ain't.